Bro, why are you judging how he's holding his... Why are you watching him use his bottle, bro? You need to lock in, bro. All right. Everyone prize Latias. Very cool. The Turt? Yo, chill out, Ginsburg. Put that Turt away. You kind of need that for this matchup, right? That's like part of this matchup, I feel like. All right, so it is the control deck here from Ginsburg. All right, let's cook. The Ruffian? The Ruffian? The LGM? Holy. The GM is already in play? Appreciate 12 months there, Raging Raven. All right, setting up for the call for family. Pass over to Henry. Henry draws for turn. To Ursaluna. I see a Buddy Poffin. And it's going to get in there with the Buddy Poffin. It's going to get the aggressive item lockdown. Could the deck that Ginsburg's playing handle the early item lock? Or is this a terrible matchup? Oh, is Henry going to go for the Badoo? It looks like he was opting not to. Oh, so you have Psyduck to slow things down, right? Now this matchup is fine for control. All right, all right. Well, I don't know if I trust you, Blitzel. You also said that. You also told me that Raging Bolt is an attack turn 1 going second. And I got donked. The heck? Burning the Luminous. Why is using the Luminous to retreat over a basic energy better? Don't we want to build a Night Charger for the energy? Did I miss the prediction? No, I don't think I put the prediction up. All right, prediction's up. The Duskull's an insta loss. So you don't even want to like force, but like, what if Nathan can't find? Don't you like make it so he can't find the Psyduck here? You got the Badoo. Like, how is Nathan gonna find Psyduck here? Oh wait, doesn't this deck play like 4 Brock Scouting? All right, Pidgeot top deck. There's a Brock Scouting in hand. Call for family for Duck Kanga. Oh, true. What the heck? Yeah, call for family. I knew that. Just making sure y'all are staying locked. Did we get more basics with the Brock Scouting, or did we grab the Odo to then evolve the Pidgey to the Odo next turn? Looks like it is the Odo lineup. What was the big card that was prized that I said seemed like a big card? Oh, the Turtonator. What does the Turtonator do again for a single fire energy? It discards a energy off your opponent's active Pokemon? Henry needs to lock in. Yo, he kind of might. Active EX? Okay, thank you. You can't trap this Badoo, right? The Badoo is mobile. Have a good one, Popley. The official stream said Henry's deck is Justin's Worlds deck plus 4 Lilies instead of Research, and I think Stefan's last round opponent is on the same list, so no tech. Dude, he's just like, dude, wait, that's like a genius maneuver from Alexander then. He's like, well, I got a tech card in my deck, but, you know, I'm not going to say it, you know, if they want to go watch stream. And now everyone in the venue, when they go up against him, they're going to waste time looking at stream to try and find the tech. And then they're going to show up late to the round, and he's going to get a turn 1 or a game win. A free game win. Genius, genius, genius. Next level plays. You'd love to see it. These players in the Pokemon TCG, they're pushing the competition to its furthest limits. Alexander with the good old, I play a tech, go watch the stream bait. Oof, genius. He teched Lilies. Yeah, genius tech, cutting the research, adding Lilies. This card's special energy from active. Oh, it's only special energy. Okay. I know it's already been discussed, and I'm curious how you felt about Wolfie's video he put out, and if you have experienced anything similar yourself. What do you think could fix the issue? I haven't experienced anything. I could relate with like Wolfie's video, but I definitely haven't experienced anything the way that Wolfie. Oh, we're not calling for family. I guess that's fine, right? We have Pidgeot next turn. Ginsburg confirmed. No fam. Are we going to retreat to the GM? Are we fine with the Pidgeot taking 10 more damage? Wait, how much damage does that thing do? Can it KO the Badoo? Flap for 20? Hit him with a flap? Ooh, okay. Monkey Dory the damage off later to KO the Badoo? Ginsburg confirmed no fam. Well, now if there's an Iono, though, Ginsburg might struggle. Actually, Iono here, I feel like this is not going for the call for family and getting the evolution off the Brock's scouting. I feel like is like a read Henry can pick up on to then go back, oh, okay, cool, Iono, Badoo, and now the Duck might not be able to get found before a board wipe happens. Yeah, I'm not sure about the lack of call for family there. Henry does have an Iono in hand, so let's see if Henry picks up on this and is like, okay, yeah, I definitely just Iono here. What were the other questions about the Wolfie video? How to prevent it? I mean, making it more apparent that being weird is not you shouldn't be allowed to be weird is like the number one thing. Just continuing to push that in the community in general, in life in general. Being weird, you can't exist in society and be weird, basically. You're not allowed to be weird in that way and exist in society. But that's like a general thing. It's not just like a Pokemon TCG community thing. Which I think is kind of a cringe narrative that I saw some people like pushing, is that like the Pokemon community is like uniquely weird. It's not. Like I don't like it when people like do that kind of stuff where people are like, the Pokemon, there's like these big issues in the Pokemon community. These don't exist. These issues don't exist in the real world. It's like, no, the Pokemon community is not unique in these situations. This is like not a Pokemon community unique thing. In any other similar community, adjacent community as a Pokemon community with the same like demographic of people, you'll find the exact same issues existing for sure. It's just that the parasocial stuff is at like an all-time high in society in general. Like it's hitting like a new peak of interaction between fans of influencers and influencers. And the Wolfie situation is just like a what's it called of that? A realization of that more so than anything. So how to stop it? I mean, I think there can be some stuff that's put into place. Like I talked about a little bit on stream yesterday, but like having some kind of VIP area for top players, influencers, content creators who fit the criteria wouldn't be a bad thing. Like having a place at major tournaments, like a VIP area for top players, content creators, influencers, anyone who fits the criteria, that'd be fine. Obviously, what happened to Wolfie can happen to anyone, but it is way more likely to happen to Wolfie than anyone. So giving people like that special privileges, I think, makes sense. It's just kind of a thing. All other esports, a lot of competitions do things like that. So it should kind of just exist in the Pokemon TCG space. And I think that's what we'll see from TPCI eventually for sure. People finna call it top player privilege. People are cringe. You have experiences like this? No, not really. Not really. I mean, in the sense of it can be overwhelming sometimes. How would you define a VIP though? Dude, why is that ever... Dude, who cares? Whatever TPCI defines as a VIP. Why is it when like that topic comes up, that should never be your question. Who fucking cares what TPCI defines as a VIP? Like, why is that a question? Jeez, dude, I hate that question so much. Every time something like a topic like this gets brought up, it's like, how do you define what's a top player? Who is a VIP? Bro, lock the fuck in, bro. What are we talking about? You're missing the point if that's your response to the idea of the thing. You're just like you're completely missing the point. Like, who cares? Like, it does not matter. It's not relevant. Why do you read that question out loud? To call it out. So people learn to know better, evolve their thinking processes, realize that that is a stupid question. When I was at a regional, I was too shy to ask any of the top players and announcers for photos or autographs and say hi. The audacity of people to grope and grab these people is astonishing to me. There's definitely a lack of shame that exists in from people to an extent that is astounding for sure. A lack of shame and accountability. Yeah. How do you find an MVP? Tatsugiri. Everything that Tatsugiri is an MVP to me. He attracts the most customers of all varieties. The ones you need when you want them. And he gets the dub. All right, Fez comes out off the nest ball here. There was a knockout taken. So Nathan will be able to draw 3. But I think just like Blitzel said in the chat, the play here from Nathan can literally just beat a Sudowoodo the Duskull. Also, getting rid of this Neo Upper energy or putting the Neo Upper energy on the Badoo also seems pretty good here. So I am curious to see what Nathan does here. This actually just seems really good for Nathan. Like, this situation seems super good for Nathan. As long as the Kangaskhan doesn't go down. Because there's a certain point where Henry is just going to draw so many prize cards that... Okay, LGM is back. Oh, you could even put the Hero's Cape on the GM. Make him beefy. All right, there's the penny on the Kangaskhan. Henry does play Jamming Towers, so this GM is probably going to get KO'd this turn through whatever the first attack of Dragapult is. But I feel like Nathan's still in a pretty good spot. Moved a bunch of damage, not under that much pressure. You could make it so Henry can never Phantom Dive again for literally the rest of the game. BFM. That's him. Gonna get Countercatcher involved as well. Bring up the Duskull. I mean, yeah, now if Henry even wants to KO the LGM... Now, if he even wants to KO the LGM, he's got to put Latias in play as well, which is a pretty bad thing to put in play for Sudowoodo. Even question: what's the point or intention of people playing Control? The point is to play a Pokemon TCG deck. The intention is to play a Pokemon TCG deck and try and win the tournament. It's any other reason to play any other deck. It's just a different style of a Pokemon TCG deck. Nathan Ginsburg here is here to try and win this tournament by playing a control deck in the Pokemon TCG. It's like no different than playing any other deck. This looks scuffed AF for Henry. Yeah, this looks pretty bad. I don't see how we're getting the... I don't see how we're getting there. This looks rough. Why is he no energy attached to the Badoo? Henry just was feeling a little trolly this game. So he slapped it on the do. Setting up for the blind side with Badoo. No, it got moved with the LGM. Henry misclicked IRL. Yeah, Henry misclicked IRL. The LGM can even move energy from Benchmon to Benchmon. Yes, LGM is like the attack on LGM. I've been saying this since this card came out. Like, the attack is disgusting. We've never had an attack like LGM has. LGM's attack is like super strong, and the Zerosic is hitting, and it looks like Henry already has to make some hard choices. And is getting rid of an energy. Looks like he's keeping Turo energy. Turo energy something is being kept. Does Nathan win via deck out, or does it prize at some point? Most likely deck out through the Zerosic. You let Henry build up a hand, play Zerosic, discard cards. You can also win through... You could win through prize cards as well, though, because once you like isolate enough of Henry's energy, you can just start swinging with like Absol or Ursaluna or Kangaskhan or whatever. But it'll probably be a scoop angle from Henry. Like, Henry will scoop at some point. No Chiyu. Oh, maybe Chiyu. Yeah, you could mill with Chiyu as well. I don't know if Nathan plays the Chiyu, but Does Control ever win a best 2 out of 3 in time? No, usually not. Control usually has to 1-0 the opponent. It is a 1-0 deck most of the time. Like if the Control is going to win the match, it has to win 1-0. Or I guess you could. You don't really win game 2. Your opponent just concedes game 2 because they can't win, and why would they sit there and waste their time basically? But if you go to game 3, it's almost always a tie or a loss. In Top Cut, it is possible to win in best 2 out of 3 in Top Cut, but that's where things get tricky for Control. Is Top Cut. The Top Cut rules are very unfavorable for Control decks. If your opponent can win a game, and then you have to win a really long game 2, then all the other deck needs to do is draw a single prize card, and it puts you in a weird spot to try and actually win the game at that point. So, Dedenne would go crazy here. I'm pretty sure Nathan plays. Yeah, there's the Dedenne. There's the rat. I would waste our time. We are both not having fun for the rest of the time. I'm taking you down with me. All right, Blitzel said in San Antonio, he finished mostly 2-0. I could be mistaken. Yeah, but it's not like, it's not real 2-0s though, right? Like, you won 2-0, but it's because your opponent conceded game 2, right? You didn't actually beat them. Like, you didn't actually sit there and mill them out twice, you know? They were real 2-0s? Oh, geez. All right, my bad. Chill. I didn't know you were like that, Blitzel. My 5 majors with Control, I only had 1-1-0. Like, your opponent never conceded. Like, you actually sat there and decked. You didn't sit there and deck your opponent out. Like, you effectively locked them and they conceded, right? Like, you beat them game 1, and then game 2, you effectively locked them, and they were just like, all right, pack it up. But you did, like, lock them out. There's no way all your opponents are sitting there and letting you deck them out when they can't win the game. They're praying for the DQ, bro, or the match loss. They're like, please, bro, let him have 58 cards. The aura? Yeah, I guess, bro. They got stun locked. Sat there and just drew past. Is Henry going for the 0-0? No, the 0-0 is not possible. Well, actually, hold up. I was like, hold on. There is only 32 minutes left on the clock. 18 minutes have gone by. No, this rat's going to put in work. The Dedenne is going to put in too much work, right? You just like Zerosic every single turn. And then Iono Henry up. Actually, I don't even know if Nathan plays Iono, but you could like Iono him up. You could get Absol. You could eventually get Absol involved as well, right? Like you could just be like, all right, I'm just gonna build up Absol now. Yeah, I feel like Nathan can. I don't think the 0-0 can happen here. You did stop me. I did stop and think about it. I was like, wait, hold on. I think there's Zerosic pressure should definitely just be too much. Especially if Henry is using Dracloak every single turn. Like, even if you Zerosic every third turn, like that's going to be so much. That's so many discards. What does the active rat do? Just gets a trainer card out of your discard pile, puts in your hand. Man, the Psyduck really made such a big difference for this deck. That's insane. That's crazy. Dude, I feel like I was getting gaslit. Like, pre-Milwaukee, I was like, man, Control seems broken. But then everything I saw about Control was people being like, nah, it's not that good. Doesn't feel that good right now. But now I'm like watching like Nathan dismantle Henry here, and I'm just like, dude, it is good, right? Like, how does the Guardian matchup play out? Like you don't have a great Guardian matchup, but you have like a 50-50, a playable one. The Guardian matchup is not good. Oh, it's not good, just straight up bad. Oh, okay, all right, maybe the deck sucks. Actually, I take it back. Oh wait, Dedenne just gets an item card, not a trainer card, right? Yeah, my bad. Did he just immediately play it? He's just literally playing it every single turn. Wait, is Henry playing towards a line here? Because he's like using Dracloak, but that's only like furthering his. Maybe he's Maybe Henry is making Nathan beat him, and then he's going to try and win a fast game 2 to get a tie. Maybe that's what Henry is playing for here. Henry doesn't think he can... Well, no, but then wouldn't you just like try and win... Wouldn't you just try and beat him 2-1 at that point? We're going to send control, but Guardy with Turo is really bad. No Turo is very favored. No Turo is very favored, huh? Can you ask the ID on stream? You can, yeah. That could be Henry's out here. Henry might be just like waiting to get him in the right spot where Nathan thinks Henry could beat him, and then he asks him for the ID. What's the Absol match like into control? I mean, this control deck looks really good. Oh, I don't know. Does control just lose to Absol, actually? They just start picking apart your hand, right? That seems kind of tough. Oh, but you have like LGM, right? Can you run them out of energy? They don't have that many energy. Energy denial is broken versus Absol? Yeah, that makes sense. They don't play that many dark energy. Cape Turt is goated. All right, chill, chill. Calm down, calm down. We're not putting no capes on no Turtonators. Turted cape, huh? A caped Turt? Wait. Yeah, we got mist. What are you gonna do? Oh no, you move the mist off first and then okay. Wait, no, how do you deal with mist? Hold up, how do you deal with mist actually? I take it back. Enhanced hammer? We're playing enhanced. Oh, ruffian. Dude, this deck is so cringe, man. All right. Does Henry actually have a play? Turn number 7,000. I literally think Henry's plan here is to literally just like make Nathan beat him in this game, like fully beat him, and then try and just cheese him. But then why wouldn't you try and cheese him 2 games in a row? I don't understand why we wouldn't just go for the double cheese. Wait. Henry is activated. Night Stretcher. Psychic Energy. Ultra Blind away the Duskull. Play around the Ericas. Oh, we got the Jamming Tower as well. Maybe he was just waiting for the combo. It'd be funny if Henry plays through all this and then attaches to Badoo. How do we deal with our own Badoo being in play here? Oh, we're not going to put the Jamming Tower in play yet. We want to save it to get around the Cape. Okay. Does Henry have a second Turo? I doubt it, but maybe. Does Henry concede here? What's his win condition? Well, it looks like he was playing towards a line, and he found the line. He was playing towards a line, did the line. Just now Pseudo wins, right? No, because Sudowoodo does damage. If you Sudowoodo the Badoo, you KO the Badoo. What if Henry runs Penny? Yeah, I mean, if he runs Penny... And if he plays Penny, that is a line, yeah. I don't know if he does play Penny, though. Retreat Lock Badoo? No, Sudowoodo does damage. Penny cleans up the board. Well, you would also need Ultra Ball to Ultra Ball away the Badoo, right? Oh, no, I guess... No, you would want to discard the Badoo. Oh, no, there's a concede. All right, packs it up. Doesn't believe there is a win condition here. Gotta respect it from Henry. Yeah, I think he was just kind of thinking things through. I think he was like... Because if he really was going for the line that I said, where he was like trying to play to just like make Nathan beat him. So yeah, he definitely thought he had a line. Or he's trying to like piece together how to win. He might have been just like taking his time to try and figure out, how do I win? How do I want to tackle this matchup? How do I beat this? That might have been what he was doing there in that game, just taking his time to try and figure out what the heck to do in the follow-up games. Because he can definitely win really fast in this matchup. He also just lose really slow though as well. So yeah, it doesn't seem like he was just trying to like burn as much clock as possible to lessen the time. Definitely seemed like he was trying to figure it out, or thought he had a good line, but then he realized it's not good enough and was like, okay, let's just go next. Now I'm actually curious, now that you mentioned that, like, Guardy with Turo is tough to beat. Are Guardies playing Turo like that? What about, how does Guardy having Jellicent make a difference? Guardy doesn't play Turo, right? That's what I'm saying. Well, this is not 100% true. Makani played a Turo. Oh, this lists all the... Oh, there was a decent amount of Turos and Guardies, actually. I take it back. All right, maybe good prediction. Dude. These Zoomers are so lucky with their meta predictions, man. There's not that many Turos. Seems worth the risk. Jellicent has to be worse to deal with, though, right? Okay, what do we look? Turt is prized again, and a Kangaskhan. But yeah, nothing crazy on either side. The energy could be a big deal for Nathan, but probably not. No, Jellicent is fake? Oh, okay, good to know. Fez start here from Henry. Honestly, hold up. Is the Fez start even that bad? It can't be good, actually. I take it back. But Henry's going for the Badoo again. Couldn't Henry have just gotten, like, Dreepy here, Turo Fez, Ultra Ball away Fez, Lone Dragapult? Or, like, 2 Dragapults or something like that? Oh, Nathan went first. Excuse me, my bad. So Henry's trying to get aggressive with Badoo here, maybe based on Nathan's start, actually. Now that lose to Absol. What about 2 Dragapults? Can we do it with 2? Or could, actually, we maybe still lose with 2 Dragapults. Yikes. No. We could make that work, maybe. Or is there a way to move the active here? There's the Latias. That is a lot of liabilities in play, though, if Henry commits this Latias. You got Fez, Badoo, Latias. We're not recovering. Oh, no. Henry drew an extra... Actually, honestly, that's fine. Put it back on top, shuffle the deck, give Nathan a double prize penalty. The game is salvageable because Nathan's not going to draw 6 prize cards anyways. Honestly, for a game error to happen, this doesn't completely ruin this match at all. But it would be really funny if Nathan all of a sudden like looks at the board state and is like, oh, I can just go aggro here and draw 4 prize cards. Dope. Badoo is such a trap in this matchup, I think. I mean, I understand Henry going for... Let me go back to the board state here. I understand Henry going for this, like, Nathan went Monkey Dory pass, right? It's like, I mean, it could still be an incorrect play because, like, Nathan's deck plays, like, 4 Brock Scouting and stuff like that, obviously, but I could understand it in terms of, yeah, I could understand it in terms of Henry being just like, okay, weak board opening, let's just go for Badoo aggressive. Especially once you opened Fez already, like, if Henry opened Dreepy, maybe you don't go for the Badoo, but because he opened the Fez, maybe he's just like, this is too much to overcome to begin with. I'm gonna hope the item lock carries me here. I could see that being reasonable. Boards with just Pult / Loke get bodied by the Turt. Good point, good point. Yeah, the Turtonator is a thing, right? Super cringe. Henry has to make it so Nathan doesn't play the game. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense then for sure. You can't just go lone Dragapult board state. Badoo early, threaten Dusclops. Should he threaten Dusclops Dustnor then, or no? Should he not even threaten that? Well, once the Latias comes down, there's already a Sudowoodo target anyway, so you may as well threaten the stuff, right? Force the duck. Hope for the best. The other issue is you can't beat Saraledge players who are actually good at the game. The primary game plan is LGM counter catcher, but they can make a really good board and beat you. Sure. That's Saraledge, man. Does Control beat Zoroark? No, you lose to Zoroark as well, right? Can't beat Zoroark either. Because they just push up the guy. They have Petch. No, it could be close. Nah, they should beat you. Zorua with a Mochi. Oh, Yveltal with a Mochi. The tricky thing is he hasn't seen the whole deck and controls like 10 one-of tech cards. I think he's seen most of the relevant cards. I don't think there's anything like it's going to go crazy. Zork is rough because they have Watchtower also. True, yeah. That's annoying. Turtonator discards from the active EX, right? Not any EX. I come for a situation like this, the judges can't just have Henry put the Monkey Dory back and reshuffle. Like the game state is very fixable. Why the penalty? The reason is because the reason they're I mean, I wouldn't hate it if there's no penalty, if there's like a warning into a penalty in this kind of situations personally. But like, imagine if every time you just went to go draw cards from your deck, like you played Iono and you drew 7, and it's like, oh, I got caught. Well, there's no penalty. We just take a card out and shuffle it back. And then it's like, oh, I didn't get caught. Well, now I just plus 1 card, right? So I think I agree with you. Like, there doesn't need to be a penalty per se. Oh, it's working here for Henry. The Badoo for 10. And then for Nathan, it was literally just Zerosic Pass. Has an Arven in hand, but the item's useless when the Badoo's hitting. Henry's pretty close to taking this Second game here. Buddy Poffin off the top. Get some Duskulls involved. Maybe another Dreepy. I don't think this should be a DPL personally. Like, I think it should be a warning. And then maybe it should be like warning DPL or something like that. Like build up like a warning build up into DPLs for a situation like this. As long as the card is identifiable. If an extra card was drawn, put it back on top, shuffle, whatever it's called. But that's like the reason, right? Because if I just always draw an extra card when I play Research or play Iono, the times I don't get caught, I get an extra card. The times I do get caught, it's just I know it's not going to be a DPL, right? You just like play for advantages that way. So there needs to be like something to like enforce it as much as possible. All right, there's the boss on the Fez. Henry did not put the Latias in play. Henry can win this turn with a Neo Upper, a Dragapult, and a way to move the active. Goes for the Lilies Determination. Another Dracloak. And then there's the Lilies. Definitely wants to get back into the item lock at the very least here from Henry. And ideally, I don't think you want to do it. Like, you want to be able to attach to a Dracloak for turn to threaten the win. You want to threaten the win as aggressively as possible. I guess you could attach Retreat as long as you feel like you could comfortably get into your Neo Upper on the following turn. You can go, like, burn an energy here to retreat the Fez. There's one energy. There's the Neo. There's the Ultra. There's two old dude. What the heck? He just drew everything. He didn't even use the Dracloak yet. Oh, Latias is in the discard pile. He discarded the Latias? Oh, he discarded it with Zerosic. I didn't even realize that. So we need Night Stretcher now. We need Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher one time for the dub. Boss is still good. That's still a good card to get aggressive with on the next turn. Oh, looks like it's opting for the Duskull instead. Also a good card. Oh, Dusclops. Okay. Setting up a Duskull this turn is pretty good as well. Oh, didn't get a took the Dusclops, but then didn't get a Duskull. Interesting. KO on the Voodoo here for Nathan. Looking for something off the prize cards. What do we got? Nest Ball. I mean, at this point, just play it and hope no one notices, right? Like, let's get in there. All right, we have a LGM and a Bravery Charm here for Nathan. That's it. Neo Uppers in the hand there for Henry, though. So if you bench LGM with Bravery Charm, you guaranteed survive a turn. All right, this is going to go ahead and play the Arvin as well. Hasn't played a supporter yet. The item you get here, obviously you can't play, but... Can't Badoo? Wait, can't play the what with Badoo? Nest Ball? Why is he not benching Skull? I actually don't know. I don't know why he's not benching Skull, to be honest. I think it's because... I don't actually know. Maybe because like if the Badoo does die to the Monkey Dory like this happened. Well, the Badoo would get KO'd eventually. Or the Badoo... I don't know. How did Nathan take a prize card? Monkey Dory KO Badoo. Oh yeah, Cape on Monkey Dory does let it survive, right? I didn't even realize that. I guess this retreat from Nathan also is okay. Sure. I just don't understand why Henry didn't take the boss. If you're not going to bench Duskull this turn, why didn't Henry take boss off the Dracloak last turn? There is a Jamming Tower in hand, so if Henry can find boss now... Yeah, Henry took the Dusclops, had a Duskull. Taking the Dusclops, I think, makes sense if you're going to bench Duskull. But if you're not going to do that, then taking boss, I think, is always better there. All right, another Ultra Ball coming in from Henry. Keeping the Monkey Dory, interesting. I fail to see how that's going to get value in the game ever. Searching out the Dragapult here. Boss's Orders does win Henry the game here. Has the Jamming Tower in hand. Has the other card in hand that you need. Neo Upper Energy. So just needs a boss at this point. But probably only plays like 2 boss. So not very high odds of actually finding the boss here from Henry. Oh, we get to Fez too. Yeah, the Badoo did die. I forgot about the Fez. All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. Game 2 goes to Henry. The Badoo slows Nathan down. Builds up to the Dragapult play. Knocking out Nathan's only 2 Pokemon in play. Only 17 minutes left. Henry can definitely win. Is that enough time for Nathan to actually win? I'm actually not sure. Nathan will get to go second now and have a couple more outs to actually set up before the Badoo starts hitting. If the Badoo starts hitting, I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, can Nathan win in 17 minutes? It's going to be less than 17 minutes as well once the game gets started. It's going to be around 15 minutes by the time the players get set up and start playing the game. It'll be tough, I think. Nathan might need to get aggressive. That's like one thing cool about this this build of a control deck, having like a big threat like Absol or Kangaskhan. Like Nathan is going to neutralize Henry's energy, threaten with Xerosic, get to the Dedenne loop. But then if Henry just like stops playing the game and doesn't create any threats, Nathan can be like, all right, cool, bench Absol, attach, go ahead. And then at that point, he can just start swinging, right? So we'll see. Why does Nathan need to win? Well, they both want to... What do you mean? They both want to win. It's just like, can Nathan win with that much time left? Because his deck is like a deck-out deck. More so than an attacking deck. But he can attack. The thing is, can he get the board state to a point where he's able to actually attack before... Oh my! Before he actually can deck him out. Ooh, the Fez there for Nathan could be big for early game draw power. I assume plays 2 Kangaskhan, but that is a lot of Dreepy and Dracloaks. The Dreepy start here from Henry. Actually, it might be Nathan item locking Henry here with the Frillish start. Probably want to play that Ultra Ball here as Henry to get a Dracloak. Oh, I don't like that from Henry. We always Ultra Ball for Dracloak there, I feel like. Pretty decent odds that Nathan has the item lock on this first turn of the game. Can Nathan just win the game in 4 attacks now? Just Frillish, Frillish, Frillish. Got the Ultra Ball here from Nathan. I mean, Pidgey has to be the primary target, I assume. Does this deck play a Fan Rotom so you can like find the Odo as well off the rip, or no? I assume not. How well does this deck function if you never get Pidgeot established? I mean, at that point you need Fez, right? But the Fez is prize here for Nathan. That'd be a big hit. I actually have Kangaskhan. You have a lot of draw power, right? You have Fez and Kangaskhan. You have a lot of draw power outside of Pidgeot, so you should be good. Tree builds do. Heroescape builds usually don't. Is the cape that important? Is the cape just the way to go with this deck? Fan Rotom? Okay. Why did Henry not play his Ultra Ball? Maybe he just didn't think about the possibility of Frillish getting item locked. Like, it's not something you, like, actively think about, right? I mean, the Frillish is literally staring you down. He does have Lily in hand, and there is value in saving your Ultra Balls to discard your basic Pokemon so you can't get stuck with a Flute or a Erica's Invitation, right? To minimize those odds. So there is value in preserving Ultra Ball. He also has Lily, so it's not like he's dead drawing. I wouldn't even be surprised to see Henry not play this Ultra Ball to try and preserve it. But if he does play it here, then he definitely should have played it last turn. If he's going to go ahead and be this aggressive with it, then he should have played it last turn to get the Dracloak for sure. So then I would say the play from Henry on the previous turn was definitely a mistake to not get Dracloak. He's actually going for Dreepy over Dracloak here? Or is he just doing some prize checking here? Okay. That makes more sense. Is 14 minutes enough for Nathan? I don't know. That's what I was asking. I'm actually not sure. No Pidgey down here from Nathan. Does Henry ever just rock solo Dracloak? Or solo... Can you win with solo Pult? Can you solo Pult the deck? No, because then Turtonator gets involved, right? Actually, it depends on which rate the energy come down, right? Because if Henry has enough energy already built up, then he's not scared of the Turtonator, right? Oh, but I guess you also would need to, like, draw into jamming tower to get around the hero's cape. Turret Ruffian fan. Well, no, fan doesn't work though, right? If you only have a like lone Dragapult, just one Dragapult. No squad. Then the threat of Absol is definitely real for sure. But all right, let's see how aggressive Henry decides to get here. Has a Buddy Poffin. I don't think has a way to move the active, so there's no possibility for item lock if he wants to go into item lock here to slow things down. You gonna solo pult it? Yeah, just a lone Loke for now. Draw here from Nathan, still pretty bad. Nathan is dead drawing here, does have the duck to work with, has a hero's cape as well, could put that into play. I don't really see a reason to do that though. It might just be a pass here. And Henry can start to get aggressive here. If Henry can find Neo Upper Energy on this next turn, you can just start swinging. And with how little Nathan has developed his hand, the possibility of... Oh, there it is! I mean, you just do it, right? Do you ever not do it? Like, what are you waiting for? If we don't do it... Hilda in hand. Oh, does he have Hilda? Okay, so send it to the bottom and then Hilda for it. Sure. I mean, what are we waiting for, right? Do we just go, right? I can't think of a reason to not just go. Oh, maybe Henry's going to play it slower, though. Maybe he's just going to punch for 70 this turn. And then set up the Frillish to get KO'd next turn. Maybe he wants to, like, Gust on this next turn or something else. Like, Gust the Kangaskhan, hit that. Not KO the Frillish too aggressively until the Kangaskhan can be kind of dealt with. We'll see. Patch to the Dracloak and pass. No, then we're going to do the 70 hit, right? That makes sense. Yeah, we have to evolve. But doesn't want to take a KO quite yet. Okay, I don't hate it. Bench another Dreepy. Okay. Wants access to draw support on the next turn. Ooh, the Latias top deck from Nathan, though. That's pretty good. Here comes the draw 2. We're looking for an out to a Pidgey. That's Arvin. Actually, are we looking for an out to a Pidgey? Could put a Bravery Charm on it to protect it on the bench. All right. Yeah, we got to get Pidgeot set up, right? Going for the handheld fan. Going for the nest ball. Yikes. And now that Henry benched the... What if Henry had just gotten Neo Up Energy and just didn't bench the Dreepy and just swung? Like, is that not maybe just better for the early situation? I'm too dumb. Why not KO? Because Nathan's dead drawing right here, so if you KO the Frillish, then you give Nathan access to pushing up the Kangaskhan to draw cards. So Henry was trying to basically get damage in play, but like cheese a free turn, basically. Like on this next turn, Henry was hoping to get like boss, bring up Kangaskhan, punch it. But the top deck Latias there from Nathan took that away. Is he playing for the long game? Not necessarily, no. Henry always loses the long game. Henry wants this game to end as soon as possible. But drawing prize cards, winning the game sooner, it's not always the same thing as just drawing prize cards as fast as possible. Like, if you can stop your opponent from playing the game for one more turn, that theoretically can win you the game faster. Because then your opponent has like one less turn access to like LGM or something, right? All right, so now Henry just needs an energy and to punch here. It needs energy, punch, and then also needs jamming tower to KO this Pidgey. That's what we're looking for here. Did get Badoo. I doubt we're not going into Badoo though here, right? Maybe you go into Badoo. No, but losing an energy to retreat in the Dragapult is just so bad. All right, starts with the Dracloak. Ursaluna and Ultra Ball. Not great. I'm confused why Henry played the Ultra Ball so aggressively, though. He's getting rid of dead cards. Oh, Henry doesn't have a Lily in hand. I was like, why don't we just like play Lily? No, we do have a Lily in hand, right? I kind of just don't like these plays from Henry. Like, why not just like, why are we playing this? Why not just evolve to Dracloak and play Lily? Why is this Badoo on our bench? We're gonna like, I guess, okay, no, but shouldn't we just like wait to see what we get? Like off the Lily, we're probably gonna draw an out to the Badoo, right? Shouldn't we just not bench the Badoo until we see what we get, right? I feel like Henry should have just like played Lily. If we need to go into the Badoo next turn, then we go into it. Jamming Tower. Energy. Okay, that's it. Those are the pieces. But now there's a Badoo on our bench. That's not good. Oh, okay, just drew all the energy. Sure, same. Good draw. But now there's another liability on our bench. There's this Badoo. 5 to Pidgey. Got one more to work with. Probably on the Latios, right? You just want to be able to pressure prize cards. Goes for the Duck. Sure. You could pick off. Oh, no, you can win next turn with Halucha attack. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Henry can literally win the game next turn. 5-1. I guess you could have done that anyways, though, without putting the damage. With putting, you can put the damage on Latias and still win next turn. So maybe the damage on Latias is still higher value. Because if Nathan has just like Penny Kangaskhan here, having the more aggressive potential of drawing prize cards, of chasing the Latias would be nice. There's an LGM, but nothing to work with. You can't Lucha, I believe. Wait, why not? No fan. We have Jamming Tower in play. Shutting down the fan. Going with the Zerosix. Henry maybe drew too many good cards here off of the off of the Lily. He drew a lot of good cards, but looks like it's coming together just fine here. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. That's not that bad. Did give up the Lucha, but we have Night Stretcher in the hand. Actually, yeah, Henry has game with Night Stretcher next turn. Just draws 5 prize cards. Oh, we need a boss though. We need a boss. Does Henry find the boss? It's not in hand, I don't believe. Is it off the Dracloak? This is it for game. It's a whiff, but more energy is, I don't know, more energy. Do you just like load up an extra energy on your active Dragapult here? Put a basic Psychic on it? Thinking about maybe going for the Lily to get more access to more options for the next turn. Does go for the Lily. Oh, has Jamming Tower on hand as well. Do you ever just hold this hand and attack? The hand is so good. Luminous to the bench, Dragapult. I don't hate it building up more threats. Yeah, the hand is so good. Do you ever just hold it? Looks like the answer is no. Goes with the Lily. Had second Jamming and Neo Upper. Also, is Henry here? Do you ever not attack? Do you ever just pass? I feel like that would be pretty good here from Henry, right? Or, hold up. Should Henry have Itchy Polland? Should Henry have attached active to retreat? All right, goes for the prize cards, knocks out Psyduck and Frillish. This does let Kangaskhan get pushed up, and then Nathan can retreat Kangaskhan into something else. That's why I was wondering if we shouldn't do this play. This also means Nathan can use Fez this turn as well. Fez and Dippity draw is possible. But if Nathan had to retreat the LGM into the Kangaskhan would be in the active at the end of this turn. Brock scouting top decked. Fez still prized. Yeah, Fez is prized, but like we're always talking about, you're letting me down, chat. We're talking from Henry's perspective. Like, should Henry not take a KO here to prevent Nathan from being able to use Pheasantipity? What Henry doesn't, we're always talking from, we're analyzing the game from Henry's perspective. How valuable is it to guaranteed not give Nathan access to Pheasantipity? All right, Brock scanning from Nathan. 2-2 Dreepy Dracloak prize. That's diabolical. Honestly, though, in this matchup, it's like not that bad because you don't want to try. You're not trying to set up the whole squad. Are you scared of Fez at this point? Seems like he's trying to end ASAP. I think without, you can basically end the game in the same time frame though, without attacking though. It depends what the draw was off Henry's hand for sure. It depends what the draw was off of Henry's Lily there. Okay, so at this point, I did mention like time, and for how things have developed with how slow Nathan's turn has gone, Nathan definitely cannot win this game anymore. So the only chance for Nathan is to like, geez, I don't even know, Sudowoodo trap the, I mean, this turn, I feel like from Nathan, you're looking for Sudowoodo trap the Badoo to buy yourself a turn. To find Candy Pidgeot. Let's see. Has Kangaskhan already been used? Kangaskhan's maybe already been used. This might just kind of be cooked. Oh my gosh. Can we even bench the Pidgey here? You can bench a Sudowoodo. All right, there's the pass over to Henry. Henry, once again, just needs boss's orders to win the game. And there's the boss this time around. Brings up the Kangaskhan, KOs it, gets the last 3. Sheesh, man. Another quick one. Didn't even Badoo this game. Nathan just kind of didn't draw very well overall. The Badoo didn't even get involved in this one, right? I don't think it got involved at all.